Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. I'm Liviu and today I want to show you a new piece of gear I got from Banggood. For some time now I was using a desktop multimeter which was kind of old type design and overall not that great. And I was in a search for a better multimeter. Obviously not that expensive, because if you want to take a brand desktop multimeter, the prices can go quite high. So I was in search for a good multimeter in the price range of $300, and I've came across with two models. One from Victor, which is 8246A, this one on the table right now, and another one which was kind of better looking at first glance, but since I've seen some reviews and teardowns on the internet, I found some weird stuff going on inside with after production mods and stuff like that, wires going all over the PCB, so I thought that hey, maybe that's not a great idea. Even if the resolution and count, I guess it was a little bit higher than this one. But overall, I chose this one because, I don't know, it felt better, but very little information sits around on the internet about this one. What I like about it is the vacuum fluorescent display. I don't know, I was just drawn to it because all the good benchtop multimeters I saw as a kid in labs and stuff like that, they were all using vacuum fluorescent displays. Nowadays there are a lot of LCD types or OLED and stuff like that happening, but hey, maybe I'm a sentimental. So first of all, let's take out this plastic cover for the screen. And let's power it on. I have to say, this one has a power switch, a physical power switch on the back. It feels quite complicated to go in the back and reach it, especially if you mount it together with other devices. It will be quite complicated to get to the back side and actually switching off the AC. Now it's switched on the back, and I have here a power button, and it just comes to life. If I power it off from the AC switch, it will go through a series of calibration steps, I guess. And here we go. It starts on the voltage side. You have all the obvious things on this multimeter. You can measure AC, DC, resistors, and even a 4-wire type measurement, which lets you measure very low resistances, diode with a buzzer, frequency, capacitance, temperature, and a lot of other cool features like data logging and so on. But this multimeter has 55,000 counts. It's a decent quality multimeter. At the end of the video I will open it up and take a look inside. Not going in depth with how it is working, but just to show you guys, if curious, how this looks inside. As a connection, we have a serial connection and USB connection for software. The lids are decent quality lids. I've seen better, but they feel alright. They have this nice cap over the entire pin so that you can go between parts and so on, not to make a short, which is pretty cool. So I will take my power supply and set it to 2 volts and see what we measure there. So this is the reading, 1.9985. I will go now to 5 volts. Let's go to 10 volts. And it switched range, so now we lost a digit. Let's go to 15 volts, 20, and 25. Still we have same digits, and this power supply of mine has only 31 volts max. So we have all those digits from 10 volts and up, which is a good thing. And also my power supply seems to be working. Okay, so we are finished with measuring voltages. Right now I just use these alligator clips on my lids, and I will try to go to resistance measuring. And I have here some resistors. I have a bunch of them. This one looks to be 1.5 or 6K, so let's see. But remember that now it's on auto range, so that means that it will be slower in measuring the actual resistance. Yep, 15K. I have here another one which I guess it's 22 kilo ohms. Yep, it's auto ranging and 22 kilo ohms. Let's measure another one. So 1K, and what we have here, 2.2K. Let's see. Yep, 2.2K. So it's doing its job, what you would expect from a multimeter. Let's see how the capacitance measuring works. I have here a bunch of capacitors, electrolytic and normal, and let's put it on capacitance measuring. Obviously a bigger capacitor would take longer to measure because it needs to charge up. So right now the multimeter is auto ranging and finding the right capacity. It takes a while, as I've said, because the capacity is quite big. This is a 680 microfarad capacitors and the multimeter says it's 714. I have here 220 microfarad capacitor. Yep, 204. And right here I have a 100 microfarad capacitor. Yep. And now let's go to normal capacitors. This is a 1K. Yep. So 100 nanofarads. I have here an 82 nanofarad capacitor. Yep. Exactly on the money. I suspect that this cap is it's better. And let's see if it measures down to picofarad. I have here 100 picofarad and it shows me 0.13 nanofarad. That means that's around 100, I guess. This device is not meant for measuring so low capacitance, but it does a good job. Obviously you have also the current measuring. You have a max 500 milliampere input and a 10 amp input. Obviously this is used for measuring different circuits to see what the current draw is on them. So yeah, what's pretty interesting is that they have a 4-wire capability of measuring resistance, so that's a big plus, because with 2-wire resistance you cannot measure very low resistances like 0.01 ohms. You cannot measure it with 2 wires. So this is why they implemented 4-wire measuring, which is a good thing. You only see that in LCR meters. And talking about LCR meters, in the future I will take a look at an LCR meter and obviously share it with you guys then. This particular multimeter, Victor A246A, there is a B2. The A has a greater range in measuring AC voltage and the B has a limit of 50 volts AC if I'm not mistaken. So if you are planning on measuring AC, you would better take the A version, even though the B is a little bit cheaper. So if you want to measure only DC, you would better go with the B because it's a little bit cheaper. So this is the Victor A246A. So now let's open it up and see how it looks inside. So it was quite easy to open it up, only 2 screws to remove, and inside I was welcomed by this. Let me take this flat cable out of the way. So we have here an assembly of the switch, fuse and AC plug. The AC goes through this piece on the PCB here, which is filter, and as we can see we have here a notch into the PCB for protection, which is quite good. After that the AC goes to the AC transformer. After that we have some voltages going into here, and to power the front display PCB, which is there, we have different voltages coming out from the transformer. So I will not go into too much details on this multimeter, except that in my opinion the PCB quality and design overall of the unit is quite on point, especially for this price range. I mean, as I've said, for this price you barely can touch a device with this kind of specs. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about it. Thank you very much guys for watching, and I hope this video was helpful to you. Obviously you will find all the necessary links to this multimeter into the description video. Also, don't forget to press that subscribe button and notification bell for future content. Thank you very much, and till the next time, bye!